How I turned the tables after my girlfriend's betrayal. I'll never forget the moment I saw her. There she was, laughing over a glass of wine, leaning into him, looking happier than she had in months. The same woman who had told me she was visiting her family 600 kilometers away. The same woman I'd shared a home with. The same woman I trusted. I didn't confront her. I didn't even let her see me. I just took the photos, walked away, and started planning. The setup. Our relationship had been rocky for a while. But this was the end. And I wasn't about to make it messy. I was going to make it legendary. I was on a month-to-month lease, 60 days notice required. She wasn't on it. I gave my notice that week. The long game. For the next few weeks, I played it cool. I floated the idea of couples therapy, just enough to keep her from suspecting anything. I avoided intimacy, not that she noticed. She was too busy working late or crashing at friends. I let her think everything was normal while I found a new place and coordinated with my landlord, a real one, who made sure new tenants toured the place only when she was gone. Moving day, the moment she knew she'd lost. The crew showed up at 7 a.m. sharp. She stumbled out of bed, confused, as strangers boxed at my life. What's going on? I handed her the photos. You tell me. Then the landlord stepped in. You've got until midnight. After that, anything left goes to the curb. Watching her scramble to pack her things, just her things, because none of the furniture was hers, was more satisfying than any argument, any outburst, any petty revenge I could have dreamed up. I took one last photo of her standing there, surrounded by the mess she'd made of her own life. Then I walked out, keys in hand, and never looked back. Cheaters deserve silence, not screams. And me, I gave her the quietest, cleanest, most devastating goodbye imaginable. Game over. How I engineered the perfect revenge against my backstabbing family. 10 years ago, at 23, I gambled everything on an idea. Sleepless nights, maxed out credit cards, coffee-fueled coding marathons that blurred into dawn. But it worked. My little tech startup, born in a cramped apartment, grew into something real, something mine. Then my sister, Kate, golden child, Harvard Business School wunderkind, graduated with a shiny MBA. My parents, who had always treated her like a prodigy and me like the backup plan, saw their chance. She should join you, they insisted. Think of what she could bring to the table. At first I did. I welcomed her in, naive enough to believe family wouldn't stab you in the back. She was smart and charismatic, I'll give her that. But within months, she wasn't just contributing, she was colonizing. Meetings happened without me. Key team members suddenly hung on her every word. The writing was on the wall. This wasn't a collaboration. It was a coup in slow motion. Then came the dinner. Picture it. Clinking silverware, forced smiles. My father clearing his throat like he was about to deliver a eulogy. We've been thinking, Kate should take over leadership. My mother nodded, beaming like they were announcing her promotion to CEO of the family. She has the vision now. Vision. As if I hadn't built a damn thing from nothing. I laughed, then realized they weren't joking. The betrayal was surgical. My own parents, my sister, all smiling like they were doing me a favor. That's when I stopped arguing. Instead, I went to war. I knew every line of code, every contract, every client who mattered. Quietly, I spun up a new shell company. One by one, I rerouted our best assets, the lucrative contracts, the irreplaceable talent into it. My top developers, they came with me. Our biggest client? Oh, by the way, we're pivoting, follow me. The day I dropped the bomb, Kate was in my office, sketching her grand rebrand. I strolled in, dropped my resignation on the desk, and smiled. Congrats on the promotion. By the way, the A-team, the IP, the revenue. Yeah, that's all mine now. The fallout was glorious. My parents spluttered about loyalty. Kate screamed about sabotage. But the truth, they played nepotism roulette and lost. Within a year, my new company was thriving. There's a hollowed-out husk running on my leftovers. Funny how that works. You try to steal a kingdom, you better make sure the king doesn't still hold the keys.
Office lunch thief meets his match, and it was glorious. Last year, something happened in my sad little office break room that still haunts me. For weeks, my food kept vanishing. Not all at once, just enough to make me question reality. Did I pack lunch today or did I just dream about it? No, Karen, you definitely brought that spaghetti. Then one fateful day I overheard Todd, because of course it's Todd, bragging. Yo, someone here brings insane leftovers. Free gourmet meal every Tuesday. Cue record scratch. I was the free gourmet meal. But instead of confronting him, because let's be real, office confrontation is just awkward silence and HR paperwork, I went full psychological warfare. Phase 1, the bait. I labeled my next lunch. For colonoscopy prep, do not eat unless you want Friday off. Gone by noon. Phase 2, escalation. Next up. Warning. Goat milk plus foraged mushrooms, spiritual journey not guaranteed. Vanished faster than Todd's dignity. Phase 3, nuclear option. I turned my lunches into a biohazard exhibit. Marinated in breast milk, mine. Left out overnight on purpose. High-protein cricket stew. Sustainable. Ethical. Disturbing. Raw chicken sushi YOLO edition. Finally the line. The best part? Todd started side-eyeing the fridge, muttering about people being too weird with their food. Oh, now you care about boundaries, Todd? The victory. The theft stopped. No confrontation. No drama. Just a Sharpay sheer audacity and the universal fear of raisins, my final bluff. Moral of the story? If life steals your lunch, make it a psychological thriller. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to go label my sandwich. Contains existential dread. Just in case.
Am I the asshole for doing this to my cheating husband? For 8 years I believed in us. I built a life with a man who swore I was his world. Only to find out his world had a revolving door. While I was raising our children, loving him, sacrificing for him, he was living a lie. A serial cheater. A narcissist who thought he could manipulate me forever. But when the last lie unraveled, something in me snapped. I could have walked away quietly. I could have taken the high road like I always did. But this time, no. This time, I decided he would feel every ounce of pain he'd spent years handing to me in secret. The first cut. Proving what he could never have. He spent months trying and failing to seduce other women. Pathetic. So, I showed him exactly what he'd taken for granted. I made a Tinder match with a man who looked at me like I was something to be desired. And then I told my husband exactly what I was about to do. I let him watch me get ready. Lipstick, perfume, the dress he always loved. And then I walked out the door. That night, I fucked a stranger in the back of his truck. And when I came home, I made sure my husband knew every detail. The sound of him vomiting in the bathroom was the first sweet note of my revenge. The legacy he'll never have. I legally erased his last name from our children, stripped him of that pride, that connection, because while he was out there telling women he had no wife, no kids, I was the one who carried them, birthed them, loved them, and soon his only son. The one who would have carried his name into the future will bear mine instead. When he's old and alone, his legacy will be nothing but a graveyard of his own choices. The final lock on the cage. We talked about a vasectomy before mutual decision, but after the truth came out, it became something else. A guarantee. I convinced him to go through with it, even as he hesitated. You're leaving me anyway, he whined. Yes. And now, so is his ability to start over. No more children. No do-overs. No second family to replace the one he threw away. The last mark of folly. He's desperate now, begging, promising, acting like a man who finally understands what he's losing, but it's too late. So I'll let him hope. I'll let him believe there's a chance. Right up until the moment I convince him to ink my name onto his skin. A permanent reminder of the woman who outplayed him. The aftermath. Some will say I'm cruel, bitter. Maybe I am. But after years of gaslighting, manipulation, and betrayal, I refused to let him walk away unscathed. He thought he could have it all. The loyal wife at home. The secret women on the side, the control. Now, he gets to live with the consequences.